Hi family, I am back with a video. Okay, this would be a message from my ancestor, my maternal grandmother. Okay, she has a message that she wants me to share this morning. Okay, I want to give thanks to the Most High for being all seeing, all knowing, all present, all powerful, all good, and being the only wise God. And giving thanks to my ancestors for their sacred knowledge, wisdom, and strength. And giving thanks to my spirit team for their guidance and support during this message. Okay, so the first card came out was Realtor. Okay, this was a message that came out yesterday. There was some messages about a Gemini and his family. I'm being envy of the favoritism that was on one of the family members' life. Okay, so I know a Gemini is significant in this reading. Okay, we're going to pull some people that's involved in this inheritance theft. My ancestor wants her story told. Okay, so we're going to get some people that's involved in this inheritance theft. Okay, we have a realtor. Okay, we have a murderer. Take a life, whether known or unknown. So this could be possibly that my grandmother was murdered and they hold me in high regards. Okay, so this could have been, there was definitely a murder. My grandmother was murdered. Maternal grandmother, a county clerk, maintain records and assist with court proceedings. Okay, so there is a county clerk involved. It has on the back, it says unhealed generational trauma resurfacing. Okay, so this could be somebody who is a part of this inheritance theft process. Take what resonate and leave the rest. Again, my grandmother is telling her story. She's present here. Okay, there is a co-worker, a colleague in the same workplace. Okay, so there is a colleague in the same workplace, either as a realtor or as a county clerk. Okay, on the back it says producer, oversees the creation of media projects like films or events. Okay, so there could be a producer connected. Okay, could be significant. Okay, we have a bishop, holds spiritual and religious authority. So there is a bishop, has unfinished business with you. Okay, so there is a bishop that has unfinished business with you. Okay. We have ransom victim. Okay, so there's a ransom victim. So the ransom victim is somebody being paid to do something. I don't know, I gotta look up the word ransom. And then we have an angel. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have a single parent at the bottom of the deck. Come through, ancestor. We have an insurance agent at the bottom of the deck. So there could be an insurance agent involved. We have a neighbor. Okay, so there is a neighbor involved. On the back side, it has a marketing director. Okay, so there could be a neighbor who is a marketing director, or there is a marketing director involved. There is definitely a neighbor and a marketing director, whether it's the same job. We have a financial advisor, investor. Okay, so we have a financial advisor. Okay, it's draining your energy. Okay, so this financial advisor investment is draining your energy. So I'm thinking, I don't know if they could be into some sort of spiritual work. I don't know. We have a blackmailer, uses secrets or leverage for control. Okay, so there's someone here blackmailing folks to be a part of something, has a hard time expressing feelings. Okay, so there is somebody who is as a blackmailer who has a hard time expressing their feelings. Okay, we have a guardian. So there's a guardian involved. Okay, and we have a doctor. Okay, on the back side. Okay, so we have a magician, uses illusions or spiritual power. Okay, so we have a magician here. Okay, so they could be using magic to bring sorts of illusions, I'm sure, to all involved. There was a reading I had done where when I first started doing my readings, my past life experience, my ancestor message came out. And the message was they didn't really have the know-how how to handle their finances. So they looked to other outside people who led them in the wrong direction. Told my ancestor, if I recall correctly, to just let it go. To just let it flow, let it go. Okay, so that was the wrong answer. Okay, so there is a shadow banner who has been shadow banned, who is the person responsible. Okay, so there is a shadow banner or she has been shadow banned. Okay, who is responsible? Okay, we have a auto dealer. Could be significant. Okay, let's see, we're gonna get one more. Anything else, my sister? Anything else? Okay, so we have a twin publisher. We have a twin. So there's a twin out there, and we have a publisher on the back. Take this information and use it as it fits to a situation, okay? These people are definitely involved, whether connected by the card or by the story. Okay, so we're going to try to clarify what's out so far. We have a bailiff at the bottom of the deck. A bailiff, a court officer responsible for security and order. Okay, so there is a bailiff involved. Okay, overall energy is the bailiff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see. Okay, so what came out is underlinked past trauma. Okay, this is the ancestor message. Past trauma. Okay, so there was a past trauma, undercover, lingering, unresolved trauma from the past. It says the farmer connects land cycles, food as medicine. It's a nurturer and a builder. Okay, so this has something to do with a farmer, someone who plants and grows and produces. Okay, could be significant. It says take the initiative, leadership, bold steps, action. Now is the time to take bold steps towards your financial goals. Take the initiative and move forward. Okay, so now is the time. Okay, so this is a very specific time. This time is of an essence. So it says it has something to do with finances. Past trauma, finances. Okay, we have soul contracts. There are some soul contracts involved. Understand the agreements you've made in this lifetime. Okay, so there are some soul contracts. Soul contracts is people that we're supposed to come in contact with in this lifetime. A lot of the relationships we have is from past lifetimes, from past trauma, soul contracts, taking the initiative, okay, to move in a direction for some finances. What you resist persists. Face your fears. Okay, so there were some fears that took place around taking the initiative. Okay, there is some fear that my ancestor had to face. There was something on the back that says, I convinced the family to go against you to cover my own ass. So this was on the back of one of the soul contracts. So somebody convinced somebody to go against you to cover their own ass. Okay. What you resist persists. Face your fears. Okay, so this has something to do with some soul contracts from this past trauma. Okay, having something to do with some finances. Taking the initiative. Okay, the word. So there was some words spoken. Our truths are etched in memory. Speak and the lineages live on. So this is something, again, why I'm making this video. Okay, for my ancestors came and said there was something that needs to be spoken. I speak life into my legacy and truth into my generations. Okay, so there, here on the back it says the weaver interfaces fate, DNA, and timelines. Okay, so this has something to do with the DNA and the fate, how something turns out, how something plays out, how something is read, like a reader. Timelines. Okay, so this has something to do with many timelines. This is this confirmation of basically what's already being stated. Okay, so there's a past life soul contract that has something to do with some trauma, past trauma, taking the initiative towards some finances, fear being present in the situation. The weaver so there's a weaver, so somebody's interweaving portals, keys, and that's some, and secrecy, sacred forces says at the bottom. So it says the weaver interfaces fate, DNA, and timelines. Okay, then we have portals, keys, and sacred forces. Okay, so this is like invisible. This is something that basically we can get some cards to read. Somebody has a way of finding out where the finances, if you have finances in your, that's interweaved in your bloodline, in your DNA, and on timelines. So how far it goes back, how far the finances or what is part of your DNA according to in each timeline, and who and when things take place. So there's something spoken about that. One side is the word and the other side is strategically something being weaved about something that's spoken. Okay, and then we have life lessons, setting boundaries. No is a complete sentence. So somebody was told no, and it was a complete sentence. Okay. Life lessons, thoughts. Are they out of fear, love, or fear? So a lot of time where these thoughts, somebody said no, was it out of love or fear? It's significant. Take notes. Pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, so somebody said no to something, and it could have been made out of love or fear. Out of fear is definitely not the decision to be made out of. Okay, so there was a decision that was made based on one of the two, and the surroundings had something to do with whatever the answer was. Okay, with this no. Okay, based on something that was said. Okay, about DNA timelines or something interweaving. Okay, so we have family friend. Okay, there's a family friend involved. Okay, and we have a family on the back side. Okay, ascension path. Clarify your path to spiritual ascension. So clarifying your path to spiritual ascension. Okay, so clarify. We can clarify the path to a spiritual ascension. What comes to me, where there's a path when you're ascending, there are steps that you take. There are certain things you say no to, and as you learn and grow and heal, you are ascended to another path. Okay, so this is very specific. Okay, because there is an ascension where there is an elevation, there is another level. Okay, where I feel some people were left behind. Ascension is moving to another level, a timeline. We can clarify. We're gonna clarify each and every one of these cards. Okay, we may go into 2-part video, a 3-part, a 4-part, 5-part, however long it takes. Okay, we're gonna make sure we clarify all this information and get more. Okay, so he says, I will be doing time for my crime. So somebody know that they're going to be doing time for their crime. Okay, so this person, we will see what this person has to say. It says, I do spell work to manipulate those around me secretly. Okay, so somebody's doing spell work. They're here agreeing. We're going to find out who that is. Okay, and we have your legacy is golden. Success will pass through generations. That's an ancestral blessing. Okay, so this is very significant. Abundant is my mindset, or it says abundant mindset. Abundance is my birthright. Okay, so this is, it speaks open to receiving positive belief worthiness. Embrace the belief that there is unlimited abundance in the world. This shift will allow wealth to flow more freely into your life. Okay, so this is a promise. This comes from your legacy. This is an ancestral blessing. This is what we do. We unlock past trauma, release past trauma, expose. What happens when we have trauma? A lot of times trauma shuts us up, shuts us down. That's something that we've never learned to heal. Okay, connecting with my ancestors, I'm able to realize that a lot of the trauma, the situations, life situations that I don't understand are not mine. They belong to my ancestors. So being able to understand, I can relieve them from my own present situation and return them back to my ancestor, and in return heal myself and my future descendants and my ancestors by speaking up, which they never had a chance to do. Okay? So taking the initiative for your financial blessing, for my financial breakthrough. Okay, for my maternal grandmother who had land, material wealth, who was led in the wrong direction, who had fear, who had the truth, the word, message. Our truths are etched in memory, speak, and the lineage lives on. So this is where we release the fear, the trauma, and the words that come from past life legacy, from past ancestors. I speak life into my legacy and truth into generations to come. Okay, so there was one shadow here. It says fear of abandonment. Past experiences of being left alone leading to clinginess, of fear in current relationships. I am secure in myself and trust the stability of my relationship. So this is a shadow. This is something that needs to be healed. A lot of times we don't speak up. A lot of times people don't speak up because the fear of abandonment. So the opposite of feeling abandoned is speaking up. We deal with things because we don't want somebody to leave us in a situation. But what needs to be done is this needs to be healed. Okay? What it says, I am secure in myself. So being secure in oneself and trust the stability in relationships. So regardless of how relationships turn out, I'm not doing anything for relationships. I'm doing it for myself. And in return, relationships will line up accordingly how they are supposed to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this bailiff. We're going to put these people over here. Okay. This is the only shadow that's here that I see. So I'm going to open up this part. The reading. Keep this space open right here. Okay, so with the bottom of the deck is a letter W and a letter G or A or Y could be in your initials or somebody you know that's significant. Take it where resonate. This is here where that's an A, a G, a W, and a Y. Okay? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this over here, and we will find out a little bit starting with the T. What's the underlying reason why these energies are here on the table. Okay, so give me a second. Let me grab a deck. Okay, so we're going to clarify with tarot. We're going to see what energy, what sign these energies. Okay, so this is about, okay, Queen of Wands. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the this deck. This is legacy. Okay, this is legacy. This is legacy. Okay, and what came out is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, this is a Taurus energy. The Knight of Pentacles. This right here is an Aries energy. Okay, and this is the Queen of Wands. Leo. Cancer. No, Leo. Sagittarius. Aries. Okay, Queen of Wands is involved. Okay, so let's see. This is the county clerk energy. Manipulates records and assists with court proceedings. Okay, so this could have something to do with an action. Yeah, this has something to do with an action. That's this Queen of Wands, this Aries, about this Knight of Pentacles. So this court clerk, okay, this is what this is all about. The first card to fall out is very significant. Okay, so we're going to keep those here. Okay, those did come out. It can be a part of this court clerk. Okay, so we're going to put this as the crown of reading, since this fell out in the tarot deck. So it has something to do with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is is a contract. This is long-term finances. Okay, this is a contract. This is a document. This is wealth on the travel. It's a slow-moving contract. It's something that's moving slowly, but it's for surely. Then we have the Four of Wands being a celebration, a home. Okay, this could be a home on some land. Okay, what I'm getting, this contract that's traveling. It can have something to do with a home. It can have something to do with a land. It definitely has something to do with some sort of maternal wealth. Okay. And with this Queen of Wands is a creative, confident, okay, creator. Confident, creative, just gifted in an upright position. Okay, so this could have something to do with some creative endeavors, okay, around somebody's contract, somebody's home, a celebration, an Aries and a Taurus and a Pisces, a Queen of Wands. Okay, so let's see. Let's mirror 5, 6. So we have 6 of Cups. So memories of the past. Okay, so it has something to do with some memories of the past. This is Scorpio energy. Okay, this is a Scorpio. My dad, my father that passed away would be significant. This is Scorpio. Okay. Okay, but right now my ancestor, my grandmother, maternal ancestor. B, come close this door for me real fast. Okay, so let's see. Let's mirror this court clerk. Let's get a fresh deck. Okay. Let's mirror this county clerk. Yeah, Six of Cups. Okay, so this has something to do with the Scorpio. Memories of the past. Okay, this speaks of nostalgia, memories of the past, comfortable childhood, simple pleasures, influence of the past on the present, gentle compassion, look after. Okay, so this is somebody handing something to a child, passed down. Okay, so this person could be, this county clerk is mirroring memories of the past pertaining to a Scorpio. Okay, whatever documents that she's had, she's looking at whatever, something to have to do with the memories of the past with a Scorpio. Let's mirror this realtor. What is this realtor mirroring during this time? Okay, they remember the bottom of the deck, it has something to do with a death. Okay, this is a Scorpio energy. Again, okay, this is a Three of Wands. This is a foresight. Okay, so this could have been something that a person was looking for into the future. Okay, somebody taking a leap of faith. Okay, someone's journey, a fool's journey, a beginning for someone. Okay, this is a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a Queen of Pentacles. Journey, having a new beginning. With this Three of Wands, having a foresight. Okay, after a death or something coming to an end, whether they looking at it to end a death, but it's definitely a Scorpio. Overall energy, foresight. Scorpio's foresight. Three of Wands. This is an Aries energy. It could have something to do with Aries also had a foresight. Okay, Aries also have a foresight around this death. Okay, so the realtor could have been working with an Aries on a foresight or how something was going to turn out. We have this Queen of Pentacles having a leap of faith. Okay, so this was mirroring this realtor. Let's go ahead and get one energy. So have something to do with a Scorpio. A death of a Scorpio. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is legacy. Okay, so this is realtor is looking at legacy, looking at Ten of Pentacles. They're looking at a Scorpio energy again. There could be some, this is regret, sadness, loss. Okay, so this is somebody who passed away, leaving a legacy behind. This is what this realtor is mirroring. Okay, so they all have something directly related to a Scorpio passed away and their legacy they left behind. This realtor. Okay. We have a murder. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck under this realtor. So this could be a Gemini. Okay, there could have been some sort of fear, some sort of mental imprison, captivity, feeling bound or stuck, constraint, powerless, self-imprisonment, victim mentality, fears, anxiety, ostracism. Okay, so this is a Gemini energy. They could have been feeling trapped. They're sad about a Ten of Pentacles. This realtor is mirroring. There's the sea. This is what they are. This is why they're here. Okay, so there was a Gemini related somehow to this realtor. Or they could be in fear. They could feel trapped. Nonetheless, we have the Scorpio Ten of Pentacles. Okay, could have something to do with a Virgo. Ten of Pentacles. That could have brought some sort of sadness to this Five of Cups as well. We're using all signs. All signs are significant. Could have something to do, yeah, with the love, the Ace of Cups at the bottom of this deck. I don't know why it told me to pick it up. Yeah, they were sad about this love, the way things turned out. Okay. So we have a murderer here. Something took a life. Somebody took a life. Okay, somebody took a life, whether known or hidden. Okay, so there was a murder here. Okay, let's mirror this murder with the signs. Mirror this murderer. Okay, I saw a Queen of Cups at the bottom. Okay, has something to do, I mean, that one just showed a face. Okay, it could have been a Queen of Cups having something to do with it. There was a broken heart at the bottom of the deck. Somebody was under strife, turmoil, loss, misunderstanding, pain, heartbreak, disappointment, storm, emotions, quarrels, power, imbalances, releasing your emotions. Catharsis, was it? Catharsis. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have a Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a Capricorn energy. This is a Libra energy and a Capricorn energy. Okay, so they could have something to do. But they could have been hidden. It says took a life, whether known or hidden. Okay, so this could have had something to do with a decision. This is a Capricorn energy. This is possesses fortune, prosperity, miserliness, worth, emotion, control, too possessive, lack of security, hoarding possessions. Okay, so there could have been a Capricorn that's hoarding possessions, holding on, holding back. Okay, causing some sort of Three of Swords energy. Okay, so this murderer is mirroring these two signs, this Libra and this Capricorn. Whoever the murderer is. Okay, but they're mirroring, holding on to possessing someone's finances and creating some sort of heartbreak. That's a Libra and Capricorn. Okay, what fell out, this is the bottom of the deck, actually. This is the bottom of the deck. So what actually came out is a Virgo. Eight of Pentacles, some work. Okay, there was some work. A murderer is mirroring this Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy doing some work on the truth. So manipulating the truth around this murder. This murder is mirroring some work of a Virgo and the truth. This is what this murder is reflecting. So it says aspiration, apprentice, education, hard work, concentrated diligence, talent in art or crafts, perfectionist, develop and grow. Okay, so this is some sort of work that was manipulated, that was done. Okay, was they manipulating the truth? They mirroring, this murderer is mirroring someone who's manipulating the truth, who's working on the truth. The Ace of Swords, working on a breakthrough, working on a challenge, a conquest, a victory, a decision, a power, intellect, potential, courage, leader, prosperity, and success. Okay, deeply intellectual. Yeah, so there was some work being done on the truth. The murderer is working on the truth. Take that how it resonates. You can go in and clarify. Okay, so we have the blackmailer. Okay, we're looking for some energy around a blackmailer. We're just trying to mirror this energy here. What's going on with this blackmailer? So we have a county clerk. We have a realtor. Okay, so the realtor is like the person who property, material, maternal, right? Legacy. We have a murder here. Whether known or unknown, that there was some sort of work done on the truth. Okay, we gotta find out what the truth is. Okay, so what's this black? Okay, something came out. Has something to do with the Leo. Could have been a blackmailer, uses secrets or leverage of control. Okay, we do have this Queen of Wands here with the material and everything in her hand. So they could have presented some sort of blackmail, compromise, compassion, kindness, compassion, ego, strength, triumph or love over hate, harmony, vision, fortitude, courage, power. Okay, so this came out. Okay, it could have something to do with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords could have been working with a Leo for some sort of power, creating some sort of blackmail. Okay, blackmailer came out. Okay, for a new beginning. Okay, we have the Judgment, and then we have Ten of Swords, and then a Tower. Okay, as a collaboration. Okay, to bring some sort of Nine of Swords, I don't know, to this Virgo. Some information could be coming out, bringing, this could be current energy, could be picking up on current energy. Ancestors, come through with the information you need to come through with, and share whatever you need to come out. I'm just relaying the message, what I see. Okay, is there anything else? So this it definitely has something to do. I was looking at this murderer energy over here. Okay, but then I was pulling a card for this blackmailer. So I'm thinking somehow this blackmail and murder is working together. And with this truth, there's a Pisces, Aquarius, and a Capricorn here on this Ace of Swords. Those are the signs involved. And we have a Virgo with this Eight of Pentacles. So there was some type of truth that was worked on, that this Virgo did some work on. We're going to clarify what type of work was done on the truth related to this murder. Okay, but the truth is coming from, is the truth about a Virgo, a Capricorn, Aquarius, and a Pisces. There's some type of truth that this Eight of Pentacles, Virgos, was doing some sort of work on. Okay. Okay, so the blackmailer, let's see. We got the Leo came out, the Strength card, the energy, the middle. Okay, so it could have been the Strength. Okay. Again, the Geminis at the bottom of the deck for is the Lovers. I just want to pull another energy just to clarify. There was the Four of Cups. So this is somebody refusing something, refusing an offer. Take it how it resonates. It could have been this Gemini refusing an offer. So they could have been using, somebody could have been blackmailed. Someone could have been blackmailed. Okay. What does it say? Uses secrets or leverage for control. So they could have been using this Leo for some sort of secrets or leverage of control. Okay, Four of Cups. Somebody was discontent, disappointment, having self-pity, back off, reject medication, seclusion, apathy, need to introspection. Okay, revelation, reposition yourself. So somebody could have been repositioning themselves. This Gemini was repositioning itself. Okay, try to use some sort of blackmail using this Leo energy. Because she is sitting here at the crown of this reading with this Pentacle and this maternal, this celebration. This Leo is. Okay, so we have, yeah, it ended up coming out, this Gemini Lovers energy. Okay, Four of Cups ended up falling out. Okay. And we have this Two of Swords. So this could be some energy to keep this Two of Swords at a stalemate. Okay, they could have been presenting some sort of something to be rejected with the Four of Cups to this Libra energy to keep them blind in this situation. So there was some sort of offer that was rejected based to keep this Libra energy blind about something. Okay, so there was a Libra, a Cancer. Okay, so the Cancer could have been presented something that have caused something to be rejected pertaining to this Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay, so something was rejected. Okay, there was some sort of illusion. Okay, that keep this Libra in this Two of Swords energy. Keep them where they can't see. Okay, with the intentions on having somebody to refuse an offer with this Four of Cups, this Gemini. being the reason for the season. Okay. Let's mirror, before we move on, let's mirror this lover's energy. Okay, yeah, he's mirroring this justice. So there's a Libra, okay, that's mirroring this lovers. Okay, so they're working together. They could be facing one another. They could be having a conversation. Okay, whatever it is, there is some sort of rejection. Offer is refused, whether it's coming from a Gemini. Let's see what is refused for a cusp. Mirror this energy. Okay, yeah, there is some magic. Okay, well, there's a card that flips in reverse. Okay, yeah, something's not exposed, for something not to be exposed, for something not to be illuminated. Okay, so there was something, yeah, just to keep something blind, keep something to cover up. So there was this lovers is mirroring this justice with the Four of Cups Cancer energy. That she could have done something to, matter of fact, she could have been mirroring some magic to keep something from being illuminated. This Cancer here. Okay, yeah, the Nine of Wands could have something to do with a Nine of Wands in a Leo. Okay, something was not supposed to be illuminated. Let's see, what is this sun mirroring? Okay, it's mirroring somebody to walk away because something wasn't illuminated. Somebody was ever to walk away. Okay, somebody was able to get away with something. Pisces, yeah, this Cancer. This Cancer. This is this Queen of Cups. Something she did to get somebody to walk away. I mirror this magic and we'll get back on track. Okay. Yeah, this magic is mirroring someone's happiness. This is one wishes fulfillment, someone's new beginning. Okay, having something to do with this Nine of Pentacles, self-independence. Okay, blocking. Okay, so it has something to do with this Virgo energy. Could have been working with this Leo. This is a Leo energy. Okay, and then we have this Virgo energy working with Leo to block someone's happiness. Okay, because something wasn't illuminated, somebody was turned away. Yeah, Four of Cups, somebody's offer was rejected. Okay, because it's the magic. Let's mirror this magic. Okay, yeah, Leo energy. They wanted somebody to be blocked. Okay, we have this Queen of Swords. So it's something that was said, that was spoken. Queen of Swords could have spoken something to block somebody. Happiness, based on what something a Nine of Pentacles had to say. Okay, however, they could have blocked something because there was something not illuminated. What needed to be illuminated, Spirit? Okay, what needed to be illuminated was this Queen of Swords is in reverse. Okay, she could have presented herself in an upright position. Yeah, she was in a reverse when it came to this Six of Pentacles. Okay, this Taurus energy. There was some negative talk about this. Okay, there was some negative talk about somebody just laying back doing whatever it was. Okay. But there was something that said something about ascension paths. Clarify your path to ascension. So this could have something to do with clarifying a path to ascension, something that nobody knows anything about. Okay. But whatever this was, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, it was spoken about a high priestess. Okay. So we're going to find out, yeah, something was spoken, yeah, in a collaboration, about this collaboration. Something spoken about a collaboration. It could have come from a Hierophant energy. Okay, we have a Hierophant here with the Seven of Swords energy. Okay, so this Hierophant did something sneaky. Okay, they said something about a collaboration. They worked with, I don't know, something was negative said about collaboration. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's find out some outside influences around this Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so it has something to do with outside influence. Was somebody was heavy burden. Okay, that's a Sagittarius energy. There was a Three of Swords, outside influences Okay, outside influence of this Queen of Swords in reverse. This other outside influence pertaining this Three of Swords, it was a Five of Swords energy, to win at all costs. This is an Aquarius energy. This is the Libra energy, brokenhearted. This was, so all this energy on the outside influencing something negative is spoken was the energy surrounding it. Okay, which was a Five of Swords energy, selfish, cunning, betrayal, failure, misrepresentation, defeat, illumination, frustrated loss, unfair advantages of pointless victory. Okay, and then there was also a heartbreak, turmoil, misunderstanding, pain, heartbreak, disappointment, a storm of emotions, quarrels, power of imbalances, releasing your emotions. So this, all this is related, along with this 10 of Wands energy, carrying these heavy burdens. Okay, so all this was outside influencing this Queen of Swords conversation. Okay, about somebody's gift. Could have come from a hermit. Okay, could have been somebody withholding a gift, somebody having internal thoughts, thinking about a gift, or it could have been a direct conversation about, from a hermit, about someone's gift. Virgo energy, with the wand, that's Leo, Aries, and Virgo, about a gift. Okay, so tell me more outside influences, this Queen of Swords. Okay, this King of Swords. Okay, so the outside influence has something to do with the King of Swords. His action, okay, that was taken. This is the Aries energy, okay, and this Leo. So this Leo was here as a blackmailer, as form of some sort of action that they needed to take. Okay. Tell me more outside influence. Okay, the Seven of Swords. So all this was put into this conversation that was said about a Hierophant. Okay, or could have gone through a Hierophant. Any more outside influences? Yeah, about a marriage, about stability, about an Aries, about some sort of collaboration, community. Okay. Yeah, that they could have been going back and forth about with this Two of Pentacles. This is a Capricorn energy. So they're speaking on the behalf of someone. They know nothing about an ascension path that someone was on. So they took it upon themselves, okay, to create an illusion. These Two of Pentacles is just, it's mirroring to me a Seven of Cups, an illusion. Trying to keep somebody confused about their happiness. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough information. Okay, we have a King of Cups and a Seven of Pentacles. So this was an investment of a King of Cups on a Taurus. So this is a Pisces and a Taurus. Okay, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, investment. So this was an investment to keep somebody confused. Two of Pentacles, juggling about their happiness. Okay, about their long-term stability. Okay, trying to, you know, Seven of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, so I don't know. They could have been some sort of sneakiness, whether it was the King of Swords, something being around the King of Swords, working with somebody's stability. The Capricorn energy. All this is outside influencing this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, we just have to tap into that real fast to see what this was about. Yeah, some sort of conflict. Five of Wands, Leo energy, to create some sort of Nine of Swords energy. Somebody wanted somebody to be confused and in their head about something. Outside influences. Okay, so that was a lot of energy affecting this conversation. Okay. They were all in conflict in the Nine of Swords energy, so they decided to create as an investment. It could have come from a King of Cups, okay, or a Taurus investor as an investment into this. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this Two of Swords. Okay, mirror this Two of Swords. Okay, yeah. So they're confused, chaos, competition, envy, strife. This is what they're mirroring. So this is what they was brought. Remember, with this Queen of Swords, that's exactly what she bought. That was her intentions to bring this. Okay. Yeah, it could be facing the Nine of Swords. She was really in the Nine of Swords energy, or she is now. Okay, because some sort of Seven of Swords. That was the intentions, to create some sort of illusions around. But this is how it happens when it comes to someone's inheritance. Keep them confused, keep them juggling, keep somebody in the Two of Swords, not able to make a decision about someone's gift, okay? Because they didn't get a chance to do the, whatever was planned behind the moon yesterday. They weren't able to. It was all planned out. So this being a mystery, okay? This confusion and all of this, it's a mystery. It was supposed to be. This is Pisces energy. His intentions to do something behind the moon. So let's see. This is Pisces, Libra, Leo as a blackmailer. Okay, so let's mirror this moon. Okay, mirroring this moon is the Eight of Swords. So this is a Gemini energy. This is his plan to create some sort of mental entrapment around someone's celebration. Three of Cups, Cancer energy. And with this gift, with this passionate new beginning. Someone's passionate new beginning. Mirror this Eight of Swords. This Eight of Swords is temperance. So they wanted temperance to be in the Eight of Swords. They wanted this person to be in the Eight of Swords about their Nine of Cups. Okay, then we have a King of Cups. It was his desire, but it was mirroring this temperance. Somebody's healing journey. They wanted someone's happiness, Pisces happiness. Okay, they wanted somebody's journey to be a journey of addiction. They wanted somebody's journey to be a journey of bondage. They wanted someone's journey to be a journey of devil energy, Capricorn energy. Okay, so let's mirror this King of Cups before we move on. Okay, this King of Cups, see, this is what I'm saying. He's mirroring 10 of Wands. He's burdened. He's burdened. These people are burdened. They're presenting themselves to have an idea, an opportunity. Maybe they paid someone for a burden with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This King of Cups. Okay, maybe they paid for someone to be a burden with their message of love and deliverance. They wanted something. They wanted to control something because they wasn't able to control someone's fate. They wanted to control and create some sort of burden. They're mirroring a burden right now. What's the recent past of this Ten of Wands? Okay, there was an opportunity presented to a Five of Pentacles. An opportunity, there was the Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So there was an opportunity presented, a love offer presented to a Five of Pentacles. Okay, there was an emotional, innocent, focused gesture, sacred. So somebody was able to see somebody going into a Five of Pentacles energy. This intuitive, somebody seeing this cup, bringing someone into poverty. Okay, so this King of Cups, they had an idea of bringing someone into poverty. Okay, there was a Taurus. Okay, working with a Taurus and a Page of Cups. Okay, could have been for the Sagittarius. I'm not for sure. But right now, they're mirroring this Ten of Wands energy. Okay, Sagittarius, Aries, Emperor. Take that how it resonates. Okay, take this how it resonates. We have somebody had a new beginning. I'm still looking at this. A lot of Sagittarius energy. I'm getting this King of Cups. What was this King of Cups intention? Okay, his intention was to keep something internal. It was intention for this Virgo in it, this Hermit energy, to win at all costs. Five of Swords for someone's new beginning. Okay, they wanted somebody to be in thought. This Libra energy, action, message of truth coming through. Take this how it resonates. This is a whole bunch of around this blackmail energy. Okay, with this Leo used to working on the behalf I'm hearing of a couple people, an Aries, a Pisces, a Libra, a Virgo. Let's go to the recent past of this Leo. Okay, there we go. We got this Hermit. Okay, so this Leo could have been blackmailed. A decision to blackmail somebody with the recent past of this Hermit. Okay, somebody was brokenhearted. So this Hermit was brokenhearted. And they used this Leo to move forward into a blackmail situation around someone's Knight of Coins. Okay. Let's mirror this Hermit. Okay. So this is an action. She's mirroring an action towards love, someone's love, idea of love, behind the moon, to keep them from being seen. Okay, they didn't want somebody to be seen with the sun in reverse. They didn't want something to be illuminated. Okay, something behind the moon was to stop someone from being seen. Just completely blocked out. What is this intention of this Virgo? Okay, for a perspective of a King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the King of Pentacles perspective, was their intention for something to be seen as a refusal in offer. Somebody to have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck to be refused, for their wishes to come true, to be missing opportunity. Four of Cups. Towards a mission opportunity. Okay, so what's the intention of this King of Pentacles? Okay, he wants this Leo. Okay, they wanted to bring some sort of confusion, chaos, competition around someone's message of love, around someone's new beginning with the Ace of Wands. Okay, they want a straight confusion, chaos, competition. That's why this Leo is here in this blackmailer position. Okay. So what is King of Pentacles' motive? Oh, to create some sort of burden in the Nine of Swords. Okay, the Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords. That was the motive of this King of Pentacles. Along with the Five of Wands for this Two of Pentacles, for this Libra. To be confused, stuck, unable to make a decision. Let's mirror this King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, he was all coming against this Queen of Pentacles. He was mirroring this Queen of Pentacles. He wanted some death. He wanted ending to this Queen of Pentacles. Scorpio energy. Okay, they wanted something to come to an end. And this Queen of Pentacles. Where is this heart chakra? What was this King of Pentacles heart chakra? Yeah, Seven of Swords with gossip. Queen of Swords in reverse. This was his heart state. His heart chakra energy was Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse. That was his whole intention. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Come through spirit for somebody's happiness. Pisces energy. And justice. That's exactly what they brought. Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Heart chakra. Out of their heart. They want, this is the love out of their heart. Speaking on someone's behalf. Okay, so this could have been a Sagittarius, and if this is Sagittarius energy too, yeah, bring some sort of confusion. To hold on to Four of Pentacles, to hold back and possess someone else's finances, okay, from their new journey. Okay, they wanted to possess, create illusions around someone's new journey. Ace of Cups, keep them from moving from Six of Swords, or moving to peace. King of Swords. Wanted to move to calmer water. They wanted to move towards peace, so they created an illusion. It's like they... Okay, we're going to keep on going. Okay, so that's where we are so far. Okay, this is what's going on. Okay, there was some manipulation to the truth, as we just seen. There was a Virgo that came in and created some sort of manipulation around the truth. Okay, that was the manipulation around love. Okay, that they have for the Gemini, Eight of Swords. Keep somebody Gemini love. Okay. Okay, let's continue. We're going to come back and clarify. Yeah, we still splitting this deck with the Seven of Swords. Okay, they could be watching Seven Swords. Okay, so let's mirror this Guardian. Let's go ahead and get these cards in so we can go ahead and clarify and get the truth. Okay, so this Guardian, this Nine of Cups energy. Okay, so this Guardian is mirroring this Nine of Cups. So whoever this Guardian is mirroring this Pisces energy. Whoever this Guardian is, we're going to find out who the Guardian is. Right now, they're mirroring this Pisces, okay? Watching this Knight of Cup, watching this message, love message, messenger. Okay, so this is the Pisces, this is somebody's wishes coming true. They're here to mirror this Guardian, whoever this Guardian is. Okay, we have this Nine of Wands, something being revealed about a Nine of Wands. Okay, this Moon in reverse. Somebody could have had some sort of, something was revealed. Okay, we have a Gemini creating some sort of illusions. Okay, could have been some illusions around this Nine of Wands. Okay, something that came out. Let's mirror the Moon in reverse. What was revealed? Okay, yeah, Seven of Cups. Like I said, some sort of illusion. Seven of Cups. It's Gemini. Okay, I'm on a video, please. Okay, some sort of justice. Something, illusion was created around justice for someone. This Gemini created some sort of illusion, collected some information on this Ace of Cups about this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we just, we're going to go ahead and mirror this energy. Okay, we'll go ahead and mirror this energy. This Nine of Wands, okay, mirror this Nine of Wands. Okay, yeah, this person is Seven of Swords. Okay, so there was some sort of, this person is a fear, was standing in fear because of some Seven of Swords energy was coming towards them. This is Seven of Swords. There's some deception done towards this. They're mirroring this. Mirror this Moon in reverse. Okay, it is opportunity. Okay, behind this Moon. It was revealed. Whatever, there was an opportunity to move towards someone at the Seven of Swords energy affecting a Sagittarius. Nine of Wands energy. An opportunity. Recent past to this Page of Pentacles. Okay, Hermit, yeah, she's about to be in reverse because there was some unwise decisions made around coming from this Hermit. Okay, because this King of Pentacles could have made some unwise decisions with this Hermit in the reverse. It's unwise decisions. Because they could have paid someone with this 9 in reverse is a 6 with the 6 of Pentacles. They could have paid someone to create some sort of business opportunity. Mirror this Page of Pentacles. Okay, a perspective. So they paid for a perspective of this King of Pentacles for someone's judgment at the bottom of the deck. We have the Judgment, King of Pentacles. Yeah, the perspective of somebody paying somebody, like I said. Pisces energy. So it was a Pisces and a King of Pentacles perspective towards a judgment that they needed. An unwise decision was made around it. Could have been using a Virgo. We are here with this person over here, Virgo energy, with this 8 of Pentacles, manipulating the truth, mastering some sort of work around the truth. Mirror the 6 of Cups. Okay, the Death. Okay, so this county clerk could be mirroring the death, the ending of something with this 6 of Cups. They're mirroring a death, double Scorpio energy. Okay, so they're mirroring a death, okay, of someone's wishes coming true. Okay, so they're mirroring something coming to an end and somebody's wishes coming true. So this is what they're looking at. What's, okay, yeah, someone's home, 4 wands. There was some double energy that came in. They ended it, 4 wands. Okay, they collaborated with a Taurus. Okay, and a Pisces to get somebody to walk away. I don't know. Okay, so let's just see. I keep it going. All right, so there is a perspective. Remember this Pisces perspective. Okay, yeah, on this Knight of Cups. Whatever this message of love that was moving forward, they could have had this Queen of Cups coming in, doing some sort of, I don't know, it'll come out. Okay, so let's just move on. Remember the 7 of Swords again? Okay, I said they paid somebody. Okay, when I seen this number 9, Virgo energy is in reverse, is a 6. Okay, unwise decisions, paying someone, Page of Pentacles. So they were paying somebody, clarifying this 7 of Swords. It mirrored this energy. So the 6 of Pentacles mirroring this 7 of Swords. Okay, so somebody paid somebody to do something, 7 of Swords, to betray someone in their happiness, 10 of Cups, Pisces energy. Okay, to kill someone's happiness, to kill someone's ultimate happiness. They were paid. Let's go to the recent past of the 6 of Pentacles. This is a Taurus energy, recent past. Okay, there was an action taken. Okay, an Aries. Okay, there could have been action taken for Aries. Okay, there could have been something spoken nasty. Okay, about an Aries and the action that they were supposed to take towards the Aries. Okay, recent, mirror the recent past. Yeah, they tried to betray someone, but they couldn't. Okay, so it came out sideways. It was something that they couldn't do. They wanted to take an action. They wanted to take action to create another opportunity to do so. Let's mirror this 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, there was some sort of passionate project, okay, that they wanted to see play out. This 3 of Wands. Okay, there was an opportunity, thought of creating an opportunity that they wanted to bring to an end. So this is their attempt to do so now in court. Someone is telling me there is some sort of court case proceeding. I woke up to this morning. Okay, so this is the final attempt. Okay. Recent past is this 10 of Swords sideways. Okay, another action. Okay, and a message of truth. Okay, about some sort of judgment. Okay, so this was an action. Quick words coming in to change something in the justice system. Okay. Reckless. Mirror the mirror the Knight of Wands. Okay, action towards this Sagittarius energy is carrying heavy wands to bring some sort of burden on someone's journey. Okay, this King of Pentacles had plans. Oh, the King of Swords. Okay, they have something to do to keep. Yeah, this was all planned to keep this Libra from making a decision. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords in reverse. With the 7 of Wands, they didn't want this person to be able to see. With this King of Pentacles, this King of Swords, and this 2 of Swords, and this 7 of Wands on the other side. So this Leo was blackmailed, mirroring a blackmailer. What's the back door of this Leo? Okay, the Devil. There we go. This Devil energy is mirroring the back door of this mirror. Okay, on someone's journey. There we go. What's the back door of this 10 of Wands? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so they wanted this Queen of Pentacles to be burdened. This Queen of Pentacles had plans for somebody to be burdened, or had plans for a Queen of Pentacles to be burdened. What's the back door of this King of Pentacles? Yeah, he had an idea, or have an idea. Okay, as an investment, the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, for someone to take a journey on someone's journey. Okay, so what's the back door of this? Okay, look. All right, cards is flipping out my head now. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. We touching nerves now. Okay, we got this High Priestess. She's bringing out some information, and it is pissing someone off. Okay, so now this Queen of Wands, she showed up. She's here. Okay, why is she here? Mirror this Queen of Wands in reverse. Eight of Cups. She's walking away. What's the recent past of her walking away? Okay, there was a message of truth that came in. Let's discover, mirror this message of truth, okay, about this conflict, chaos, confusion around her energy, bringing some sort of energy in about this King of Wands, okay. Recent past, okay, there was a love offer, okay, but there was Chariot moving forward. Okay, but there was no light shined upon it. It was in the reverse. Okay, so let's mirror this Sun in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, they were waiting. They were watching. They was looking to see. Okay, but there was no sunshine because it was destroyed with this tower. Okay, so mirror this Three of Wands. Okay, there we go. Now they see a tower. Okay, recent past of this tower. Okay, there was a collaboration with the Taurus. Okay, mirror this collaboration with this Taurus. There was a new beginning. Yeah, when it's Two of Cups. Okay, but with the Sun in reverse, they couldn't. It was already created. It was destroyed before it was opportunity to be seen. Okay, mirror this double energy. Okay, he's mirroring this Emperor. Okay. So there was they're mirroring, they're mirroring each other. This Emperor is mirroring this Devil. This Devil is mirroring this energy. Third eye of this Devil, they see an opportunity, an offer. Third eye of this Devil, they see somebody's wishes coming true. Third eye of this Devil, they see someone afraid of a Five of Pentacles. They don't want to be rogue. Gemini, okay, they see a judgment now. Through this gift, this Page of Wands, they see that there is a judgment from a Five of Pentacles, this Gemini, this Aquarius, when somebody's wishes coming true, about an offer being presented that's mirrored to this Emperor. What is the relationship between this Emperor and this Devil? Okay, they have a relationship about someone's happiness, someone's Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this Devil is in here. What is the Devil's intention? Okay, his intention is to win, to move towards success. Okay, with this magic. Okay, using this Queen of Cups. Okay, so what is this Emperor's intention? He's want to win at all costs. Five of Swords. Okay, to get something exposed or keep something unexposed about this gift. This Two of Cups, this Queen of Cups. Okay, they're trying to hide something about a King of Cups. Friendship, Two of Cups. Four, a King of Cups. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and put this back together. That's some in-between messages. Okay, we about to go through. Thank you, Ancestor. They said that was significant. I'm going to turn this moon in the reverse. Yeah, something's been revealed. Okay, something is hidden has been revealed. Let's see. Mirror this moon. Okay, this King of Swords, about this King of Swords and this Two of Swords. That was revealed. Why this King of Swords is sitting here next to this Libra were they unable to see this King of Swords? They couldn't see. What's been revealed is they couldn't see this King of Swords for what he did. Mirror this Two of Swords and this King of Swords. Could you remember that mirror the energy they combine? Okay. The King of Pentacles idea, King of Pentacles idea. So this is King of Pentacles idea. What is hidden? Okay, I don't want to control the issue. Okay, what's hidden is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I revealed the Seven of Swords. Okay, there was a message of truth. Okay, about Three of Wands, the Tower. Okay, so let's see. About this Queen of Swords. They wasn't able, King of Cups. They couldn't bring something to an end. They tried. The message of truth going out, what they see, they foresee is a tower. What they hiding is the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. There is a Knight of Swords. A message of truth going out about somebody projecting a tower, but the Ten of Swords is in reverse. They weren't able to do it. That was a projection. They wanted to see it coming. That's what they was looking for. Recent past of this Knight of Swords. Okay, there was a Five of Pentacles. Send out a message of truth about a temperance. Recent past of this Three of Wands was a Four of Wands. There is a celebration, collaboration, community that somebody's now looking forward to. Recent past of this Tower, okay, was a Gemini and a Queen of Cups. So they both hit a tower. They're brokenhearted about their wishes fulfillment coming true. Okay, now mirror this Tower. Yeah, Five of Swords. They try to win at all costs. Now mirror this foresight. Okay, they wanted to see an opportunity. They're brokenhearted about this a gift. Somebody brokenhearted about a gift. Now mirror this Knight of Swords. Okay, this fell upside down. Okay, so mirroring that is the magic in reverse for this Ten of Wands. I don't think the magic went through on this Emperor. They could be brokenhearted. Emperor, Nine of Wands, take it how it resonates. I don't know. What's the surprise of this Nine of Wands? Okay, that this Emperor, surprise of this Emperor. Yeah, somebody lied. There was a lie going out. Page of Swords, there was information of gossip going around about some actions about a gift. There was some lies, some misinformation. Mirror this misinformation about somebody's chariot moving forward. There was some misinformation. Mirror this Page of, yeah, there's somebody's under judgment about an illusion. Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to someone's gift, finances, journey, passion, and new beginnings. There was an illusion created around it. Okay, whose perception is this? This is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, perception of this illusion that she created for someone's new beginning and their passion and new projects. Okay, research past of this Nine of Pentacles. They had a new beginning. What was going on? Where's the perception of this new beginning? Okay, it was something as the King of Cups. That was their perception of paying someone, but it's in reverse. Somebody not getting paid with the Six of Pentacles. So they had a perception of someone not getting paid with the Six of Pentacles in reverse on their new beginning. So Nine of Pentacles had a perception to create some sort of illusion, okay, for somebody, yeah, but it didn't happen with the Ten of Swords. Okay, recent past with this Seven of Cups. Yeah, there was a collaboration, okay, for this High Priestess, okay, but there was no betrayal. It could not happen. In this investment, this Taurus, that's what it was all about, an investment to create a Ten of Swords, but it didn't happen towards somebody's Ten of Cups in front of the Justice, okay. Okay, so let's see. Mirror this Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. She's with the Justice, like I said. Creating lies. Talking about this Queen of Pentacles or this Queen of Pentacles. Speaking on the behalf of somebody. Lying. Virgo energy. Taurus energy. Okay, creating some sort of burden about a Sagittarius. Trying to hold on to somebody's finances. Try to keep somebody hidden. They could have been trying to hide something. Okay, well, anyway, we're finna move on. We about to move on. Ancestors speak. Last message about this Queen of Swords in reverse. What do you want us to know? Okay, it was about this High Priestess. Okay, about them moving to calmer waters. Anything else, ancestors? Okay, this Hierophant. Moving to this Hierophant position in love. Okay, they weren't able to betray someone. Okay. They wanted this gift to be hidden. They did not want it to be exposed. They wanted to see something not shine, somebody not to be happy. They did not want this gift to be projected in the light. They wanted to keep it dimmed. They wanted to end it. They wanted to deaden it. Okay. Mirror. Yeah, they want somebody to be quiet and bound from their happiness. Okay, they wanted the projection. They wanted somebody to see this. They wanted something to be blocked. All right. Thank you, ancestors, for coming through. All right. Let's move on. Okay, so somebody was shadow banned. Okay, so this guardian. Okay, so let's just see. What's the recent past of this guardian? The recent past, it was a Pisces energy. She's still here mirroring this energy. So the recent past, they walked away. Okay, the present. Okay, they could be laying down here thinking about some sort. They're sitting back here thinking about a Libra. They're laying back here thinking. They think about the future. Okay, they moving towards the King of Swords, which is fulfillment. Okay, that's their future plans. Okay, by keeping this gift hidden. Okay, so it's past, present, and future about this guardian. Now, show me the face of this guardian. This guardian, guardian is somebody who is speaking up for the King of Cups, which is fulfillment. So this person is in the court. I'm getting, where are they presented? I need some more information. Show me this guardian. Oh, they hit a tower. Okay, so the guardian is a tower. Okay, the guardian. Okay, so they hit a tower. Okay, something was lied about somebody's new beginning. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so what's the recent past of this tower? Okay, there was a Sagittarius. There was heavy burden. They could have hit a tower, ran into a tower. They couldn't see it coming. Recent past. Okay, there was a King of Cups. Okay, so they're currently in a tower. They was having a hard time and they ran straight into a tower. There was something negative spoken about somebody's new beginning. They could have something to do with it. I don't know. Let's mirror. What was the surprise? Okay, they was unable to betray. What was the betrayal? They lied. Okay, they lied about somebody's new beginning, about somebody's hopes and wishes. They had planned. They wanted to see this betrayal happen for somebody's new beginning. Okay, let's see. Mirror. Okay, this Hierophant. Mirror, this Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, there was a message of they're going out about some magic reverse. It didn't happen. This King of Pentacles, some black magic they wanted to see happen for somebody. But the betrayal didn't happen. It wasn't able to happen. Okay, so mirror at the back door of this tower. Okay, somebody refused an offer. They didn't want to. The Cancer didn't want to see something. The Cancer didn't want to accept the offer. Okay. They tried to, I don't know, the back door is a 4 of Cups. Back door this tower because somebody refused something. So, I don't know. Take the high resonant. Okay, we're going to pick this up. Okay, so let's somebody's shadow band. Shadow banner. Somebody's here with a shadow band. Okay, so this energy is here as a Queen of Cups. Okay, so there she goes. So she's here. She's mirroring this shadow banner. Shadow banner, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a Taurus. Okay, so she could be mirroring, shadow banning. Remember, somebody wasn't supposed to be seen. Something wasn't exposed. Everybody was in the dark. There was mystery. There was darkness, like 3 layers of darkness. Something behind the moon. Something that this Two of Swords couldn't see. They didn't want them to see. The sun in reverse. It was like a lot of work being done to keep somebody's shadow banned. They didn't want their shadow to show up. Okay, so let's get into it. Yeah, they facing a tower. They was trying to create a tower. They hit a tower King of Pentacles is facing a tower right now. They are facing a tower. Let's get to a recent past of this Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups. Okay, they was looking for something. They were looking for this Queen of Cups to come through. It's like Aries sitting here. They're like, look, we waiting for something to come through. What was this? What was they looking to happen? They was looking for something to be blocked. Okay, they're looking for this Leo to come through. Okay, this Gemini, this Eight of Swords, this Pentacles. They wanted somebody to be afraid. They wanted somebody to be blind, afraid to move, afraid to stand their ground. They wanted somebody, this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they didn't want them to be seen. Sun in reverse. They wanted to make unwise decisions. There were some unwise decisions to make. King of Cups. Made some unwise decisions. This Virgo. Okay. Whatever they was holding in and came out, it was revealed. There were unwise decisions. There was no wise decisions. There was unwise decisions made. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, they wanted to win at all costs. This Five of Pentacles wanted to win at all costs. This justice for somebody wishes to come true. They wanted to win at all costs. Okay, yeah, this Queen of, she's in the Queen of Wands is in reverse now. Somebody is to be with somebody's happiness. This Sagittarius, Two of Cups. They could be walking away right now. This Sun is still in reverse. Something still hasn't been exposed. Okay. They're watching somebody be blocked. They're trying to win at all costs. This Five of Pentacles and this justice. Okay, but after this justice is somebody's having their wishes coming true. Okay. Mirror this justice. Okay, she's still sitting at a Two of Swords. Recent past of this Two of Swords. Okay, this is a Four of Swords. So she's refusing an offer. Mirror this Four of Cups. Okay, she's at Eight of Swords. So somebody's refusing to accept an offer. They're blind to the situation, this Gemini. They're refusing to accept an offer. So they could be standing in the Two of Swords and they could not want to see this Knight of Cups moving forward. Mirror this. What's the surprise about this Two of Swords? Okay, that this Gemini. Yeah, they surprised at this Gemini. Surprise about this Knight of Cups. Okay. Mirror this Gemini. Okay, Chariot moving forward. Nine of Cups, unwise decisions toward this Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay, about this Page of Wands projection of somebody holding back behind the moon. So there is a collaboration with this Taurus. They're projecting. So the light is it's this this Four of Pentacles being held behind the moon. And they're watching. Five of Wands. Some sort of conflict. The idea of moving to calmer waters. Something being spoken about this Two of Pentacles. Switching things up in this confusion and this illusions and this message being sent. So let's continue. We still got a lot of energy to flow through. Okay, so this person is being a shadow banner. They're mirroring a shadow banner. This Queen of Cups. Let's get the back door of this Queen of Cups, or this Queen of the back door of this shadow banner. Okay, so the back door is this Nine of Wands. The back door is the plans for this Nine of Wands. The back door is this High Priestess and plans for a Knight of Wands. Okay, Nine of Cups, some sort of illusion. So they have some, they wanted an illusion to be around a Sagittarius. The plans for a Sagittarius and a High Priestess. This is the back door. This is what's shadow band. Back door to shadow band. Okay, so they're using the Queen of Cups. Okay, we'll come back and get more. Okay, so let's see. Mirror co-worker. There's a colleague in a workplace, in the same workplace. It could be this workplace as a county clerk, a realtor, a magician, financial advisor. Okay, something to do with a family friend could be. All right, so let's see. Let's mirror this co-worker. Okay, a colleague in the workplace. Mirror. Okay, they're a new beginning. So this co-worker is mirroring a new beginning for a co-worker. So they're in it for a new beginning, an investment. Okay, the King of Pentacles, investment. So this is the King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles. This is a Taurus energy. King of Pentacles and a Taurus. So the King of Pentacles, they're both co-worker, they're marrying. Okay, so what about this bishop? Marry this bishop. What energy is this bishop under? Okay, they at a Two of Swords. They could be at a stalemate, a spiritual and religious authority. They're at a stalemate. They don't know that the Nine of Wands about a Gemini. Okay. It could be, they're mirroring a Two of Swords, so they're mirroring behind this Libra energy. Okay, pertaining to a Gemini. Okay, a Sagittarius, Nine of Wands, standing guarded. Okay, so we have a ransom victim. Let's mirror this energy here. Okay, we have an Eight of Swords. Okay. This person could be mirroring, feeling trapped. Okay, they can't see. They feel paranoid. They feel trapped. This is a Gemini energy ransom victim. So somebody's being held for ransom. This person's been held for ransom. They're being used. They're mirroring. This ransom victim is mirroring a Gemini who's afraid, who's trapped. They're mirroring. Okay, so let's see. Mirror this neighbor. Okay, so it's the Six of Pentacles. So this neighbor is getting paid. Okay, this Queen of Wands, she is now in the reverse. So they're mirroring. So this Queen of Wands could be paying somebody, but she's in the reverse. Okay, to block somebody behind the moon. Okay, it's Leo energy. Seven of Wands is blocking the moon, is Pisces energy behind the moon. They want to keep something hidden. They want to hide someone standing their ground. There's a mystery behind the moon. This is a Taurus. Recent past of this Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a King of Swords. Recent past is King of Wands in reverse. Recent past of this moon energy. Okay, there's an opportunity, Page of Pentacles. Where they could have been presented an opportunity. Okay, behind this moon so there was an opportunity to pay somebody. The Gemini presented an opportunity, could have paid a Queen of Wands to win at all costs in this love offer. Okay, to block someone in the love offer, to win something. A neighbor, a Gemini, paid. Mirrored this Six of Pentacles behind the moon. Okay, so they paid for something to happen behind the moon. There's a neighbor. This Queen of Wands paid a Gemini to do some sort of magic behind the moon. Okay, an opportunity. Okay, opportunity. Past a new beginning for an Emperor. Okay, we'll come back and get more information. Okay, next we have a financial advisor, investment investor. So that was that Seven of Pentacles. That's considered an investor. It could have been a Taurus. Mirror this energy. Okay, they made an investment in an opportunity, a new beginning. Okay, this is an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini. Okay, they could have been wanting to move to calmer waters. Okay, we have a magician. Mirror this magician. Okay, we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this magician walked away. They mirroring somebody who walked away. Everybody's skirting up out of Dodge, out of town. I don't know. The magician is mirroring this Pisces energy. They're walking away. The bottom of the deck, somebody's turned away. Okay, the financial advisor is sitting there with they're mirroring, they're looking at this opportunity. Maybe they could have left it in the hands of somebody. Okay, with the Seven of Swords energy, they could be walking away from the Seven of Swords. This financial advisor is holding something. He's looking at this opportunity. Everybody else walking away. They trapped, they blindfolded. They not looking. I don't know if this financial advisor is aware. Okay. They looking at this opportunity. So this could be somebody looking to invest. This is something that somebody's not afraid of. They're not walking away. They're mirroring this opportunity. They're mirroring somebody wishes to come true. This could be this Sagittarius. Okay. He could have a heart for what he's seen. Okay. We see that there is some magic done on the Two of Cups. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to this twin. There's a twin here. Okay. What's going on with this twin? Okay. So we got some message about some sort of an illusion. Okay. That's traveling. Okay. About a Sagittarius. Okay. About a Page of Cups. Okay. About somebody trying to win at all costs to stop this message of love moving forward. Okay. Mirror this twin. Okay, mirror this twin. Okay, so there's a twin. So there's a twin here that's going through the same thing. Okay, so this High Priestess is the twin. Okay, and they could be laying back thinking about this message of truth. Not, something not laying back here thinking about this message of love is in reverse. What it says in reverse, out of touch with reality, unrealistic, being lazy, unreliable, discouragement, moody, emotional, creativity, and this disorder. Okay, so there is an idea of somebody's projecting. This is a projection to win at all costs. Okay, so this is how somebody is projecting to the twin that this is what's going on. Again, I'm seeing there's an ascension path that somebody is unaware of. Okay. So a lot of people don't know anything about that. Okay. Soul contracts. Okay. Let's see. There's a soul contract. Mirror this soul contract. Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a soul contract as the King of Pentacles. Understand agreements you've made in this lifetime. So there is an agreement that is made in this lifetime. King of Pentacles. Okay, so you got to remember there's an agreement you made in this lifetime about some magic. Okay, maybe it's not working anymore. Maybe your time is up. The magic for is a collaboration with a Taurus and putting something to rest. Okay, maybe you know what that is. Okay, but it has something to do with some magic. And a soul contract for is this lifetime. Okay, so there's a past trauma. Uncovered, lingering, unresolved trauma from the past. Okay, it could have something to do with what was spoken. Okay, so there was some past trauma that was spoken about. Okay, like I said, it could have been something about winning at all costs against an emperor. An emperor winning at all costs, somebody speaking up. I just saw the Five of Swords, so somebody was to win at all costs. Okay, so there was some past trauma that was spoken about. Something that Queen of Swords could have gone through. Virgo, Libra. uncover lingering unresolved trauma from the past. Okay, so from the past there was something spoken that has something to do with the bloodline, something that was said, past trauma. Okay, it says take the initiative. Okay, what's taking the initiative? Give me, mirror this, take the initiative. Okay, take the initiative. Okay, so there could have been a King of Swords that was taking the initiative to hold on and block somebody's finances. We do have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They could be working with an Aries and a Virgo to take the initiative. Okay, they could have been motivated to move forward and taking the initiative to take somebody's finances, block somebody's finances. This is directly related to a King of Swords. Okay, so what we have, what you resist, persist, face your fears. Okay, so there's somebody facing their fears here. Okay, in love. Okay, so somebody's facing their fears in love. They're moving forward. Okay, it could be working together. Okay, collaboration. It could have caused some sort of heartbreak with a Taurus. Somebody is moving forward, taking a leap of faith and moving in love. Okay, there is something that was spoken. There is a word ancestor here. Our truths are etched in memory. We want to mirror this energy. Let's get the foundation. Okay, so there was something that was said by a Pisces. Okay, could have something been spoken about someone's happiness, working with a Three of Wands, an Aries and a Taurus. An Aries and a Taurus. Okay, a collaboration. Open the door. Hold on one second. Okay, so there is a collaboration. 336. There could be something seen. So there's somebody watching, working with some sort of collaboration. Something being spoken about somebody's happiness. Okay, so there was something spoken about an Aries. Somebody watching something, somebody's happiness. Ten of Cups, some sort of collaboration. This is the word message. Okay, about somebody's fate, DNA, and timelines having to do with somebody's happiness. Okay, so there could have been something that was spoken. We'll find out what that is. There is a family, a friend, family, double family. Okay, a family of a friend that's here. I mirrored this. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a family of a friend. Somebody in a family's friend. They could be having something planned. Pisces energy. Okay, they could be working behind the moon. Got something planned with a family behind the moon. This person have something behind the moon. Something's happening behind the moon. Okay, yeah, a betrayal. Okay, a Ten of Swords behind the moon. A Three of Swords, a heartbreak. This is a lot of swords behind the moon. Okay, could be Five of Pentacles. Okay, they could be acting out of a sense of scarcity, or they could be want to put somebody in a sense of scarcity. They could be working with a Taurus also. Okay, to create this energy, family, friend, Virgo. Okay, mirroring a Pisces. Okay, so this ascension past, let's mirror this energy. Okay, to move forward. So ascension path is to rest and move forward. Four of Swords. Okay, clarify your path in spiritual ascension. Okay, so it was to sit back and to move forward, relax and move forward. Okay, so I will be doing time for my crime. Mirror this. Okay, yeah, there is a Tower. Okay, so summer is over for somebody. Okay, it could be over for a Gemini. Okay, it could be over for Aquarius. Okay, it's over for a King of Swords for sure, whether it's one or two. They could have been doing something. They made a choice to win at all costs. Okay, they could be doing a time for their crime. Something has backfired. Okay, so there is an energy of a fear of abandonment here. Okay, there's something about a fear of abandonment. Somebody's afraid to be left behind. This is a shadow. Okay, there is a Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a Sagittarius, Temperance energy. They could be worried about being abandoned. So they could be fighting at all energy with all their energy inside to win at all costs. Okay, we have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Temperance and Destiny. Okay, so there's peace, abandonment, and this is a shadow. This is what I'm saying. This is a shadow. When we heal in shadows, there is no fear. Nobody can do nothing. Nobody can do nothing to you. You can only feel like something's being done to you when you're working on your shadows. Okay, you put it in the hands of the Most High. Okay, trying to keep from feeling abandonment. Right? It's like you have to go in. This needs to be healed. So what do? I secure myself and trust the stability of my relationship. We don't have to go in and try to save a relationship. This is not to be saved. This is destiny in balance. Things being balanced out. This is what you have to know. Okay? Because that's part of healing yourself. That's part of healing. Okay? Not to try to win at all costs. Sit back knowing it is what it's going to be. Nothing you can do. Okay, life lessons, setting boundaries. No is a complete sentence. Somebody about to release something. Whatever they holding on to, the tables are turning. Okay, things will be released. Okay, they could be knowing this. Okay, by the time, yeah, they could be trying to win at all costs to betray somebody. Okay, but they can't. They're going to have to release. They probably have done what they could already. Ended up in a betrayal. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, taking a leap of faith. Yeah, to win at all costs. Okay, they could be projected onto a gift behind this moon. Okay, yeah, Seven of Swords. Okay, so that's what it was. No is a complete sentence. Okay, so they're mirroring this Four of Pentacles, Virgo energy, releasing, prying the fingers back. Okay, this is about land. This is Taurus energy. This is about land. This is about possession. This is about material wealth. Okay, this is about material finances. And this person is sitting here is overcrossing somebody's boundaries. They're refusing to let go after they've been told no. So they've been sent in. Recent past of this Four of Pentacles. Okay, Libra energy. Okay, Libra energy, laying back here thinking about possessing somebody's fat opportunity. Okay, holding on to someone's Ace of Cups. They're in a Nine of Swords energy. Okay, they could be wanting to put this, I don't know, Emperor, somebody taking a leap of faith, bring some fear around an offer. I see a bunch of illusions. Okay, thank God for my ancestors. They wanted me to come and tell this story because I would have been perfectly fine. But ancestors said, no, it's time for you to speak up. Okay, they could be abundant mindset. They could be watching an abundant mindset. Somebody could be watching. They're watching. Three of Wands, an abundant mindset. Now, they're waiting for it. Somebody's waiting for abundant mindset. Something being spoken. Okay, we got one more. They're laying back, waiting. Okay, so we have the legacy is golden. Success will pass through generations. Yeah, this is King of Cups. Okay, and we have this Page of Wands. So it's like it's going to happen regardless, whether you feel it needs to be exposed or not. This is legacy. Okay, something about this gift projected upon this King of Cups. It's like this person needs to be seen. Okay? They could be trying to uphold a position to be seen as a loving, kind person. Okay, but it's like it's sideways. So they don't know how to be right now. Okay, but this is legacy. This is something that's supposed to come out. This projection that this King of Cups could be having. Okay, this King of Cups need to be seen as the person that they are. This person could have something to do with how somebody is being seen. Is what I'm getting. They don't know if they should be in a loving position or should they be emotionally unstable. They could be laying back thinking about how something is being projected. Take the how it resonates. Okay, so this is the first half of the video. Oh my God, this is a lot. Okay, that could be a lot of chaos and confusion. Okay, I see this Queen of Wands. This could be, yeah, somebody taking a leap of faith to create some sort of conflict and confusion. This Taurus energy. Somebody's laying back here thinking about this. It could be a Libra laying back here thinking about a King of Wands, about this Capricorn twisting some things up with this Gemini hidden behind the moon. Okay, 10 of Wands. Somebody's having a hard time with it. Okay, so let's go in and clarify this. There's an action being taken right now. Okay, about presenting an offer. Somebody taking a leap of faith with this 4 of Wands. They could be watching. Chaos and confusion could be trying to stop it. Okay, so this is going to be the first half of the video. Okay, we're about to go in and clarify this on one level, and depending on what comes out, you know, we're going to go on another level. We're going to go as deep as we need to with this information. Okay, there is some confusions around an action around the Ace of Cups, but there has been a betrayal. Okay, clearly. Betrayal and illusions. Okay, we have right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, for a Hierophant. Okay, so this is a Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. This is a maternal ancestor. Betrayal, illusions. Okay, this is, let me see. Let's go ahead and end this part of the reading. We have something still happening behind the moon. Okay, between a 2 of Cups and a Gemini. Okay, some sort of illusions. Because somebody refusing to accept an offer. They don't want to accept the way things are. Okay? They're under illusion. 4 of Cups. Somebody's rejecting something because the base house something is looking very confusing. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini. Okay. All right, so this is the first half of the video. We're going to go ahead and move on into the second half. And I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye.